Listening Practice Level 1, Story 13. First, listen to the audio.
The baby crawls on the floor. It stops. Then it crawls some more. Then it stops again. Mama looks at the baby. She picks up the baby. She carries the baby to the crib. She puts the baby in the crib. She puts a blanket on the baby. The baby falls asleep.
The title of the story is A Baby Goes to Sleep. Goes to sleep. So this one you can pronounce it as goes. Goes. A baby goes to sleep. And number 1, what does the baby do on the floor? The story says the baby crawls on the floor. The baby crawls on the floor. And number 2, who looks at the baby? Who looks at the baby? The story says Mama looks at the baby. Here, Mama looks at the baby. So answer is Mama. Who looks at the baby? Mama looks at the baby. And number 3, where does Mama put the baby? Where does Mama put the baby? And she puts the baby in the crib. She puts the baby in the crib. Look at this. This is a crib. And then she puts the baby in the crib. In the crib. Okay? Number 4. Then it crawls some. Okay. So it is baby. When baby is the subject, you can use he for a boy, she for a girl, and you can even use it. For a baby, you can use it. Then the baby, when it crawls on, the story says more. Then it crawls some more. And number 5, she carries the baby to the blank. So this is crib. And then she carries the baby here to the crib, C-R-I-B. The story says she carries the baby to the crib. So this is in the crib and this is to the crib. Number 6, she puts a blanket on the baby. She puts a blanket on the baby. So the story says a blanket. She puts a blanket on the baby. Blank, B-L-A-N-K-E-T, blanket on the baby. She puts a blanket on the baby. So this one on the baby. In the crib, to the crib, on the baby. Now you're going to listen to the audio one more time, but this time you're going to read along the story.
The baby crawls on the floor. It stops. Then it crawls some more. Then it stops again. Mama looks at the baby. She picks up the baby. She carries the baby to the crib. She puts the baby in the crib. She puts a blanket on the baby. The baby falls asleep.